Well, it's an average, typical Saturday. Last couple of days we got a little bit of hurricane rain. That was nice. Need a little bit of rain, especially this time of year. Anyway, as always, I got projects that need to be done. One of the things I really wanted to get done is I wanted to work under the house, insulate some of these pipes and getting them squared away. But I just checked my headlamps and they're both down really low on battery capacity, so I got to charge them up before I go into the house because it's kind of hard to do stuff in the dark, especially with all the creepy crawlers. So anyway, on to other projects. Another project I got is, as much as I don't want to, I got to fight some weeds because I got to get to the chicken house. So let's take a look at that. So, that roof over there is a chicken house. Between here and there is a jungle. So, I'm going to have to go in here with some loppers and a string mower to try to get me a path through there. So, I guess I can do that project now. Give myself something to do here. I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, so I cut some of the really biggie stuff right here along what used to be a fence. And down in here, I clipped by accident, but that's a tree. It's not an oak tree, so if it don't die, we just let it grow. We need shade back here in the backyard. We have none. This is the west side of the house. That's the house, and this is the west side. No trees. Of course, it helps the garden. But we do have this maple tree that, yeah, I need to get it out of the weeds too. But eventually, there's going to be a dog pen back in here a little bit. And the chickens are going to get moved over there next to the garden. But all that stuff takes time. But right now, I'm going to get the weed eater, the string mower, and I'm going to start working my way down through there. Further down in there, I'm going to have to cut some more with the loppers. Alright. Show you something else I cut with loppers. I trimmed up that tree right there because it got cut down because, well, that's a different story for a different time. But anyway, when it started to come back from the stump and it just went out like a bush. So I tried to trim it down. But all the little cutoffs, I don't know how to stop it from it wants to grow like a bush. So I don't know what to do to stop from growing back like that. Of course, we do have a fence in it, so that fence has got to be cut out. This whole bed's going to be taken out eventually. I don't know when, but eventually. And we may end up losing that tree because there could be one of the tree roots growing right underneath the bed, basically on the ground. So when we take the bed out, the roots of the tree will be exposed. So there's the possibility that we won't ever be able to save this tree. But I would like to figure out a way to get it to grow up like a tree instead of a bush. And we had this big pile of ragweed right here that I cut off. It was right over here. Mainly one bush. Just one little clump right there. As I said in other videos, I'll come back later and when the Mr. Frost comes in and kills this stuff, I'll try to clean it up. And next year we'll start again, trying to get it cleaned up. Some of them ragweed is pretty huge. But once it freezes, it dies pretty quick. So I just have to keep trying. Got all kinds of projects to do. Got one started over here. I got to get my mess cleaned up. But I did start insulating underneath the house, the plumbing. And we got an outside spigot on the front of the house. And I said in other videos that I'm putting in a crossover pipe. And there's the crossover pipe right here. And then when I finally get the rainwater going, which is the purple pipe, probably looks pink. But anyway, that pipe there is going to be rainwater. So then I just shut that pipe, that off right there. But I got part of my freeze tape wrap. I just got to get the rest of it wrapped. Yeah, there's a closer look at the tree. I did not get it. This is one of the big advantages of a string mower. I hit that piece of wood with string mower. Didn't even phase the mower. If I'd hit it with a blade mower, it could have very well bent the blade. But anyway, we have ourselves a path to the chicken house. And they're all in the house. I guess it's too dark for them or something. Anyway, feels great out here. I've been out here for an hour. Need to do them some water. Dump this one. But yeah, it's not perfect, but Mr. Frost is coming, and when he gets here, he'll get all this under control for me. He's non-discriminate. He just whacks it down. And then I'll clean it up, and we'll try again next year. We do have, I said a while ago, we don't have but one tree trying to grow in the backyard. Well, we got this one, but we do have a oak tree that's trying to come back. Gotta get that stump out of there and the furnace out of there. But I was gonna try to get it out the other day, but I can't move it. So what I gotta do is take a sledgehammer and beat on it and try to break the mud out of it. And then I can move the shell. But yeah, that's another project another day. So that's the crossover pipe. I've got it insulated. It's going to be below the, all I'm going to do is I'm going to put this plywood up. I've got this piece of plywood over here. But I'm going to insulate this floor cavity. And I'm hoping, I don't know, somebody out there may know more about it than I do. But I'm hoping I don't need to insulate the pipe individually. I insulated it up past where I'm going to be putting insulation. And over there where it's going to be kind of close to the outside, the floor, the belly pan or whatever. So I don't know. It may be that I'm going to need to insulate this pipe individually, but I got to go further down underneath the house and work on some more insulation. But I'll put layers and layers and layers of tape on there trying to cover up the fiberglass. So hopefully that valve is covered up. Well, I got about 6 feet of the line insulated. I got to buy some more of that fiberglass tape, fiberglass insulation stuff. Because, yeah. But anyway, I've got that insulated. I've got it insulated over at the kitchen. I'm hanging it. I think it'd be easier to insulate it and put the foam on it as I do it. So, yeah, I'm basically done until next time I get some money, which I'm going to have to try to get that done this week when I get paid. So, there we are. But, I lay here underneath my house, and I have to realize that I am really, really blessed, because there are countries where you can't work on your own place. Not so much because it's against the law, maybe, but because you just don't have the resources to do it. So, it's a blessing, even though I don't want to be under here with all these spider webs and junk pipe, which, yeah, it's not going to be usable because it's smaller than the other pipe. And if it wasn't, well, I could use it, but I think it is smaller. So, it's ABS. This is ABS and this is PVC. I believe the PVC is smaller than ABS. But I am making progress on projects. I've worked on 2 projects today, so there we go. I am extremely blessed to be able to do this kind of stuff. There will be a day when I'm not going to be able to work under the house. But it's not the day. Peace, guys.